Mary Ann Pelisi, followed by Wes Blackman.
Mary Ann Pelisi, 1529 South Palm Way. I would like for the commission to consider adding 12 officers back on the street that were taken off the force by former city manager Susan Stanton. Our parks have become quite a problem with the criminal homeless and the criminal activity. I've gone to most of the parks and found needles. They really don't care. The mothers, the fathers, people that go there for picnics, they're taking food off the tables. It's become a real problem. Along with what Captain Bear said, with all the criminal activity going on in the city with the prostitutes and everything, it's become a huge, so I ask that hopefully we can bring those 12 officers back to the force. I also want to give a huge thank you to Commissioner McFoy. We had a huge problem with one of my neighbors starting rumors about the smart meters, which was completely unfounded, and I thank him for getting that quieted down quickly. As always, Jack Borsch, who is rock star in my book, he's rocking it.
Look at his, he's blushing.
I know. He's done a phenomenal job, and I just wanted to give a huge thank you. Commissioner Amoroso, honest to God, I cried the entire night. My eyes were swollen shut. You did a phenomenal job, and I was so happy to see that every one of the commissioners, all the city officials were there. And it was something that was so touching to my heart. And I was so happy to be a citizen of Lake Worth and be a part of that. And with that, I thank you. And I was at the Sister City meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. Wes Blackman, followed by Greg Rice.
Good evening, Wes Blackman, 241 Columbia Drive. Many of you know that I like going to the pool. Maybe you don't, but I do, I confess. And I'm here to be a witness today for something that Commissioner Maxwell just brought up. This was Wednesday, the day after you last met, and extended the tolling agreement for the casino building. And I had ridden my bike to the pool. It was interrupted by a rain shower. Not a particularly hard rain shower, but enough that there was a threat of lightning, so they emptied the pool, and Sally Welch was nice enough to give us a pass to come back the next day. And so I was kind of like out of water. But still had time on my hands, and I needed to eat eventually, so I went to one of the food service establishments there in the casino building, and it was still raining. A little too hard to ride a bike, but it was a typical every 3-day kind of rainstorm that we have in Lake Worth. And I'm going to try and play this. What you're about to hear, everything works out. Hold on. This is a food vendor, one of your tenants, at the casino building using a wet dry vac to get the water out of the suspended ceiling as it was leaking from the second floor. And this is a food vendor that I'm sure you've been to. And this was not an uncommon rain event. This was not a tropical storm. This was a 30-minute rain shower.
Thank you very much. Greg Rice, followed by Michelle Sylvester.
Good evening, Greg Rice. Those are elevating the art of living in downtown Lake Worth. Anyhow, I come to you tonight with my Mango Groves hat on. I appreciate Captain Bear's comments tonight, telling us about the efforts that they work with, the code enforcement on cars parked on the streets or illegally parked or whatever. But there's an issue that I want to bring to everybody's attention, and I don't know who we might contact about this. 2nd Avenue North is the road I go down every evening when I'm coming home from work or a late night meeting or whatever, and 9 times out of 10 when I come down there, just beyond the new townhouses that are being completed there on 2nd Avenue, there is a tractor trailer parked there on the north side of 2nd Avenue North, where actually the right side tires are out in the traffic lane, not in the parking lane, in the traffic lane. I don't know what our codes say about that. I guess I could look it up. But I do think that certainly, and if it's a refrigerated truck, it's a box truck, I don't know if there's a refrigerator on it or not. But if there is, that's gonna have to run all night. And those people that live right along there, and I think it's either a single-family home or maybe the next block is the 2-story apartment building. But in any regard, it's out in the drive line, and it is a commercial vehicle. I mean, it's more than that. It's a 40-foot long tractor trailer that's parked there. And I don't know if we have ordinances that address that, but if we don't, we certainly should look into that. And also, you could look, I think the city did a great job with 6th Avenue South with the traffic calming and all. Now that that's completed, a little bit, a nice little landscape, I wish we could do something about the weed control on 2nd Avenue North, because I know right there at L Street, when I come out to 2nd Avenue North, there's weeds that are over my head right along the sidewalk. So if we could do something about that, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Michelle Sylvester?
I'm Michelle Sylvester, 525 Lake Avenue. With the given events of this past week, it's with a heavy heart that we all remember the tragedy that happened in Orlando. And I really wanted to express my thanks to Andy Amoroso for putting on a really fabulous vigil. I don't know how he did it, pulling all those people together and all the faith leaders, and it was really moving. I'm glad that all of you attended. It's very much appreciated. That being said, there are a number of things that are being said in the public airways, whether that's Facebook or on blog posts. That's very disturbing. People are suggesting violence upon other beings, whether it's you all or it's people who have opposing opinions. And I would just urge all the citizens of Lake Worth and the universe to just speak more civilly to each other and go into a conversation with the agreement that we all can disagree, and it's okay. Because spewing hatred through intolerance and fear only incites more violence. And we see that over and over in our society. Thank you.
Thank you very much. All right, thank you all. No more cards?
No more cards.
All right, thank you. Seeing there are none, we'll move on.